Hey guys, Joanna here. So I'm going to do my absolute best to do this video without a lot of ums and drag on pauses. However, I need to preface this video with I'm exhausted today, and that is having a definite effect on my performance. And that is actually why I want to have a conversation about this particular thing. So the thing that I want to talk to you about today is building teams, like how important it is to build teams when you are trying to achieve a goal. Like teams do three things for you. The first thing they do is they watch your back. So like my team was the one to figure out like I actually need to do something different than what I've been doing about getting some rest because I'm worn out and I'm doing the best that I can, but it's not working because I'm not getting proper sleep at night. So the first thing they do is watch your back. Without them watching my back, like my whole fatigue thing could be a lot worse. And now we have options. So two, that's the second thing, is that they provide you with experience and their expertise. When you've got somebody on your team who has been where you're going or is used to being a guide to other people, then they can help you and they can provide you with options that you would not have come up with on your own. And they can provide you with options that are in line with your personal values and belief systems. Like for me, it's really important to me that I be able to stay as healthy as possible, continue to eat healthy as possible, not eat junk food, and, continue to work towards my goals while this is happening to the best of my ability. It's also extremely important to me that I don't do anything that would potentially jeopardize my sobriety. I worked really hard to have that, and everything about my life would fall apart if I started using again. And I don't want to do that because I like my life too much. So everybody on my team is very much aware of that, and so they're doing the research to find out what I can and cannot use. And then they give me the information so I can, check into it for myself, okay? So the first thing they give you is that they've got your back. The second thing they give you is that they have the expertise that you need. And the third thing they provide you with is encouragement, right? Because if they've done this before with other people, then they can, guarantee they can help you to get through it too. So, they know you can do it. And I've got people on my team who are on my team just because they're really kick-ass cheerleaders. They're just right there. I know you can do this. You got this, and some days that's exactly what I need to hear, Like I said, I'm an athlete, so I'm used to being on teams, and I'm used to people cheering me on, and I'm used to cheering other people on, and I've been sober for a really long time, and we do the same thing there too. So having people that are encouraging and not discouraging is super important. So that's what the teams do, is they do those three things, is they got your back, they have expertise that you need, and they provide you with encouragement. And so that leads me to this part, which is how do you decide how you're going to make a team and who's going to be on your team. So the way that you decide how to make your team is that first you decide what the situation is. So with this particular theme, I got cancer, so that's the situation. Then I have to decide what the outcome is. Well, I want to kick this thing's ass because I want to live. And at the end of the day, I want to save my body parts because I want to live the best life I could possibly live. So that's the outcome I want, is I want to save my ass. And then then you need to start looking for people who match your teammate, who can be on your team. And so those people that can be on your team are people that have values similar to yours, a mission that they're on target for the mission, that they see you as the person that you are. So when I'm building a business or when I am working on a project, it's super important that when people hire me, that they know that I see them. Like, I can look them in the eye and I know, like, I ask them questions about what's important to them, about how they, what they value, and about, those types of things. So I know how to help them, so I know whether or not I can help them, because some people I just can't help, right? Because our values are too far off, like if someone's going to come to me asking me to do something that is out of integrity, even if I know how to do it, I'm not going to share that information, and I'm not going to work for someone like that, because integrity is extraordinarily important to me. And it's the same thing with doctors, like all of my doctors, like my holistic doctor, my chemo doctor, my surgeon, everybody's on the same page with me. Like, I'm going to eat healthy, juice regularly, go to the, workout, whether it's in the gym or yoga regularly, and I'm going to go down this path because this is my best option. If it could have been solved with nutrition and all that before, it would have been solved already, but it didn't. So this is my now new best option. Before even more radical surgery, and I've already had one surgery, and I don't want radical. So this is my best option. So, knowing that, my doctors are on board with, like, okay, well, this is a belief, like Joanna has a belief system that says you have to treat your body well. This kind of goes against my belief system, and so everybody, including my holistic doctor, is on the same page with me, like, okay, here's why it doesn't, here's what you're doing to counter that, so we're all on the same page, and everybody's working towards me regaining my health, because, even though I look healthy as a horse most days, I wouldn't be going through this if there wasn't some illness someplace in my body, and so to remove that, like, this is what has to happen. Just like if you had surgery, So, they do that. So when you are building your team, you have to know what the situation is. You have to know what your outcome is. You have to find people that are in alignment. And the last thing is that you have to find people that have expertise. You don't want people that just have opinions, because a lot of people have opinions. Like, I have opinions about things, and to be quite frank, like, a lot of times I shut my mouth because nobody needs to hear my opinion, especially if I don't have any real answers. And that's what having experts on your team does, is it prevents you from getting bogged down in all the opinions that are coming at us. I mean, with the advent of the internet, like, we have so many opinions thrown at us on a regular basis that it's obscene, and some of them are right and some of them are not, and it's hard to decide which ones are right and which ones aren't. So having, experts on your team helps you to be able to solve that dilemma and to be able to make real decisions based on real information, so that you keep moving forward and reaching your goals. So I hope that was helpful. That was totally helpful to me, because I've realized, because I've been building businesses and solving, and problem solving for people and doing consulting for a really long time, like, building teams is just something I do naturally, and it's something that all leaders need to be able to do, because the reality is that you are a leader. You lead your own life, and maybe you have a family, and maybe you have a business, or maybe you just, like, work on a team at work, but you are a leader, and knowing how to put together your own teams is going to really push yourself forward. So I'm going to eat something and go to bed, and I wish you all well. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.